ladies, and welcome, and thank you so much for joining this interview. My name is Regina Green, and I am your empowerment, mindset, and success coach, and I love helping career women leave their 9-to-5, step out in faith, and have the mindset of faith, success, and abundance. It's all about making faith moves, and that's why I decided to interview lovely ladies, amazing ladies with such awesome talents to share with you and help you see how important mindset is and see how important it is and how it is possible to make faith moves and do it with excellence. So today I have a lovely lady that I had the honor of meeting through LinkedIn. Yes, making connections through LinkedIn. And her name is Jennifer. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining, and thank you for deciding to do this interview. Would you introduce yourself and let us know who you are and what you do?
I will, and thank you for having me, Regina.
You're welcome.
My name is Jennifer. Thanks. My name is Jennifer Eckhardt. I'm an online business manager, and I work with successful coaches who are overwhelmed with the implementation and the technology that goes on to help make their coaching practice run. And we handle all the back office operations so that those coaches can do exactly what it is that's in their zone of genius.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Jennifer and I instantly made a connection through talking about books, I believe. Was it books we were kind of talking about?
Right. I think it was. We were both bookworms, right?
Yeah.
And just lifelong learners and always looking for ways we could pick up new things that we could implement in our own businesses.
Exactly. And we instantly connected, and we thought it was a beautiful idea to share, because we know and we both feel that sharing our talents and gifts to the world will not only impact us, but it will impact the lives of other women, other people, or however that works. So can I ask you a few questions?
Absolutely.
So
I'm ready.
Okay. So did you leave your 9-to-5 and start your business?
You know, I had actually left my 9-to-5 a couple of years prior to really commit myself to my vocation as a mom. And started my business so that I could still honor the mom part. But we wanted to send our kids to private school. So the original idea was one new client for every kid that went to school, and we just keep it small. So that's how that happened.
That is so good. I love the fact that you honored being a mom. Like, that was amazing. And God just turned it around and made it work even better for you. You did the business, right? So when you left,
and continue to do that.
Yeah. When you left, did you have fear or doubts whenever you did make this decision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was kind of tough, right? You know, to go from 2 healthy incomes and to transition to one, really, not knowing that this is where God would lead us. So yeah, it was a challenge. It was a test of faith for sure.
Yes.
Some months more than others. But yeah, I think it's God led us to where we needed to be.
Yeah, that's what I love it, because you stepped out on faith. You made faith moves. Of course, you know, that's my favorite saying, making faith moves. And
I love it.
One of the things that I see is, or I hear, is women have the desire to leave their 9-to-5, but they're afraid of not having that paycheck. And so I asked that question in hopes that you would be able to encourage a woman who's concerned about that paycheck and how it worked for you, you know? So thank you for sharing that. So what was the journey like? What was it like for you?
For me, it was a little like drinking out of a fire hose, because I mentioned, right, that we were just going to bring on one client, and it was just going to be me, and we were going to keep it small. And then each time a kid went to school, we'd bring in another client to pay for tuition. And I started talking to people that I knew, and all of a sudden I had my first 2 clients, who incidentally are still with me, and that was 9 years ago.
Wow.
So I still work with the first 2 clients that ever hired us.
Wow.
And just all sorts of things. God had a bigger plan, and because it was just going to be me. And very quickly I realized I couldn't handle it all. It was exactly what I needed, Regina, because as much as I love being a mom, I really liked the professional work that I was accustomed to doing. I liked the challenge. I liked the learning. And so it was the best of both worlds for me.
That is so awesome. I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm really encouraged just listening to you talk, because I know how it feels, like me as a mom as well, making the same moves and stepping out. I mean, it can be a challenge, but you got to keep pressing forward and believing and having the faith. So
absolutely.
Yeah, I want to talk about mindset here. What does it mean to you, and how did it work for you in your journey?
I don't think that I paid much attention to mindset until really last fall, if I'm really honest about it.
Yeah.
My motto then, or up till then, was just work as hard as you can. And it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And I was quickly reaching the point of burnout, from working in an office at home. It's really easy to say, hey, I'm just going to step away for a minute and work on something, get it done. And 3 hours later, you're still in the office and the kids are wondering where dinner is.
Yes.
So I realized that something really had to change.
Yeah.
The peaks and valleys of the income that happens when you're self-employed, those were things that I really had to change. But for me, mindset is knowing what you want, realizing that you don't have to struggle to get there, and then really trusting the faith part of it, right? Really trusting that it will come about. And sometimes in better ways than I could have possibly imagined.
Yes. It's almost like releasing, right? Releasing it all and just living in this world, kind of, you want to say worry-free, right? Like the world has already been created. Let's just live and see how it works. Not being unwise, but knowing that everything is already taken care of, right?
Yes. And I've known that my entire life, right? We've known that. But there's some switch that's been thrown in the last, I would say, 4 months as I've really worked on this mindset. Everything is easier for me. And that trust, that faith thing, that's part of who I am.
Yes.
The other part for me, and it's a big part, is choosing joy. So stepping away from the struggle and the working really hard and the things that have really been my MO, and deciding, you know what, I'm going to choose what feels joyful to me. And I think that yields far better results than the struggle and everything I've done up until this point. Working hard to twist myself into a pretzel and just force things to work.
Yes, how beautiful. Like you've embodied who you really are. That's what I just heard. Who you are.
I feel that way.
Yeah, you just kind of stepped into that. And that's so beautiful. And that's one of the important pieces of what I teach. Step into who you really are, not who people have said that you are, not who the world is telling you who you are, but step into who you really are, who you're called to be, and allow that to be, and everything will work out. Because we were raised kind of to go against the grain and struggle, work hard, but it doesn't have to be that way. And I absolutely love it. Yeah, especially for believers, like we have to shift that mindset to believe that we are good enough. We are created to be creators. So let's go and do it without all the struggle. So thank you for sharing that. I wanted to ask, what advice would you give someone who's thinking about leaving their job and kind of scared about it? Like, what would you tell this woman who's questioning and wondering? What advice would you give her?
I think that my advice comes primarily from a very practical implementation side, because I've worked with people that are there. And so one of the things that I routinely tell people that are looking to transition that way, because your expertise is mindset and mine is implementation, is start a side hustle. Do a little bit of it while you're still have the safety of the paycheck.
Yeah.
so that stepping off doesn't feel quite as scary. And it may only be $300 a month that you're bringing in, but
Yes.
that's a big deal, right? To
Yeah.
step off that ledge. The
Yeah.
other piece of advice that I offer is make sure you market test. Make
Yeah.
sure you talk to as many people as you can and do as much research as you can,
Yeah.
so that you know your audience, and you have a really good idea of what your gifts are, your God-given talents and gifts, and how you'll be using those to serve others.
I love that. I love that. And speaking of serving others, share with us how you serve your people, where they can find you, and all of that good stuff about your business. Because, of course, I want people to know, like, your amazing talent. Share it.
Okay. So my talent, our talent, we have a team of experts, because I selfishly wanted to learn everything I could from the people that were smarter than I am. So I always say my team is smarter than I am, and they
That's pretty
truly are.
smart, right?
We serve coaches, and we really very specifically target the coaches that are change makers. I explain it as helping you make, when you throw a pebble into a pond, there's a ripple.
Yeah.
My job, our job, is to help your ripple go farther and wider, to reach as many people as you can, because that's the only way we'll change the world as believers, right?
That's right.
And so our role is, as general contractor, you're the architect of your business, Regina. You hold the vision and set the goals and really drive the direction for your business.
Yeah.
And as your general contractor, I come alongside you. I catch that vision for where you want to be, and then I help you make a plan for getting there. And then I bring my team in, and we do the work. We help you get to where you want to be. So it's very much a partnership, and I love that part of what we do, because I get just as involved in your business and just as invested as I am in my own.
Yes.
So.
I love it. Thank you. Would you mind sharing your website or where we can find you
Yes,
on
absolutely.
social media? Yeah.
Yes. My website, the business is called Savvy Assist, and we can be found at savvyassist.com, and that's SAVVYASSIST.com. And you can do a quick search on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page there where we try to share all the latest tips and tricks and hacks for growing your online business. And we'll be introducing some of the team members too as we go along now.
Yay! How exciting. Thank you, Jennifer, for coming on, doing the interview. I really, really appreciate it. Coaches out there, I know how it is. I know for me, I am not the tech person, okay? Like, if you are looking for someone who is very tech savvy, please reach out to her. She is an amazing faith-filled woman who's looking to not only just take your money, but to be a part of your business and make money with her gift. Like, it's not about the money. It's really about serving.
Exactly.
She absolutely loves. I say that jokingly. So yeah, she absolutely has a heart for people. Instantly, I knew it. And we connected. So Jennifer, again, thank you so much for doing the interview. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, connect with Jennifer. My name is Regina Green, and I'm your empowerment, mindset, and success coach. And I love helping women leave their 9-to-5, take leaps of faith, and do what God is asking you to do. That's why I created this channel, and that's why I want you all to come and join. Listen in at the interview. If you want to be interviewed, you can find me or email me at creativesolutionscoaching@gmail.com, or you can find me and do a quick search on Facebook. Thank you again, and I look forward to you all joining us. Have a good day.
Thanks for tuning in.